feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find.
Hello water signs, this is a timeless reading for you, for all the water signs together, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I am using my own cards and we are starting with the card Burden, followed by Closed, Sadness, Projection, New and Winter. So there's something about rejection here that I'm feeling, and I feel like it's mostly about something romantic. For others, it could be in a friendship, in a family situation, in any other social constellation. I'm also getting two things. Either you are the one who got rejected. For many, I feel like it's the other way around, that you rejected someone and you feel very sorry about that. Maybe you felt like you had to reject this person. Maybe you felt they weren't mature enough, or they had some issues and you liked this person, but you also felt like you would not get along for a long time with them because, maybe, I don't know, they had some kind of addiction or something. And there is something that is like a huge shadow in their life and that is very burdening for themselves, and they bring this burden into other people's lives, even though they don't have to necessarily be abusive or a bad person, but with this kind of problem that they have within themselves, they become a burden to everyone. And even if people try to help them, it feels like they cannot accept this kind of help because they don't want it, because they are not aware that this kind of burden is wrong. It's really like an addiction. When the addicted person is not aware that they have an addiction and they just think it's normal and that they are normal and it's okay to have this kind of addiction, they just normalize it. And then, they behave in a certain way and they say and do certain things, or that bodies start to develop problems due to a certain pattern. And then it just becomes also a burden for their environment, especially if it's such a blind spot for this person. And maybe you really like this person or even love them, but you had to reject them, and it can feel like you, on one hand, you regret it, but yet you had to. But there is just this broken heart, this kind of sadness here. And this pity and empathy that you are feeling for this person, like this, you can see how lost this person already is. And then on top of it, you rejected them. And it's very, very painful for you. And yet, I want to say again, it could also be reversed, that you are this person. And I also feel for some of you, it could be like you feel like a burden to people. Maybe, because let's say you have a depression, a very strong one, and, sometimes medication doesn't solve everything. And then people sometimes don't understand it and they perceive you as negative or something. How toxic our society can be, and then you become even more depressed, and maybe you don't want to join certain activities because you're not dull enough to do what everyone else does. And then you might feel like a burden because people become frustrated. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of possibilities here. But I feel like there's also a breakthrough coming towards you. Some kind of blaming and projection here that's coming to an end. Could also be in a friendship, that someone was projecting a lot onto you. Could be, let's just stick to the example with the depression. Let's just say one person is depressed, has depression, or has a very terrible trauma that keeps beating them up on the inside. And another person is like super... So sorry, my storage was full, so I had to interrupt and delete some stuff here. Gonna jump in here again. So I said that the other person could be super toxically positive. And this person might have become very impatient with the depressed person because their sadness and so-called negativity in quotes triggers them. But why does it trigger them? It only triggers them because they themselves have this kind of energy hidden in them and they don't want to deal with it. They want to suppress it and then blame the depressed person. Oh, you make me feel so negative. No, they already feel negative in secret and they don't want to deal with it. That's why they get triggered when someone else is openly talking about something that they perceive as negative or that they feel negative about. Like when you share your worries or your pain with someone verbally, and then they react in a weird way, like, please don't talk about these things in front of me, it pulls me down, you are so negative. And then you are like, but that's my truth, that's how I feel, and that's what has happened to me. Or, you know, sometimes things are just going obviously wrong in our society, and when you point them out, some people get triggered because they just want to be superficial. And then, you know, there could be a lot of projection and blaming. And sometimes we stick to such relationships, friendships, because we feel like we have to, like it's some kind of weird, unhealthy bonding here. But I don't know, there is this new card, and somehow it was like just the interruption in the filming. Like the storage is full, you could feel like your storage is full, and suddenly just end this kind of friendship because you have a very healthy and much needed realization here. And then you just abruptly break up this situation with this person. And you might just even ghost them, even though ghosting is not the nicest thing. But, you know, someone being vulnerable, sharing their pain with someone, and then this person calling them negative is also not a nice thing. So I feel like if you try to explain yourself, justify something to someone who has absolutely no common sense at all, they will always find a way to blame you. No matter what you say, they will twist it and blame you. So sometimes it's better to just drop someone. So this new card is not only the end of this situation, friendship or relationship. This new card is very deep. Like, I feel like it's on all levels. You might even experience your body from a very new perspective. Your health, your job, the way you dress, the way you take care of yourself, the way you think and feel, your friendships, this relationship to your family, like really on everything, on every level, everything will experience some kind of transformation. And it's not a super fast one. Like on the inside, it starts tremendously fast with a strong realization. But until it unfolds and transforms your external life on all levels, it might take until winter. Even though I said that this is a timeless reading, sometimes seasonal cards appear, but they don't always have to be taken literally. So for some, there could be something about the season of winter. For others, it's this energy of feeling alive and joyful in a very dead situation. Look at the winter as a season where there is no growth. The plants are either dying or falling asleep into a very deep slumber, like some animals. Winter is frozen. Winter is some kind of death. But this snowman is very joyous, almost dancing in some way. Like there is a lot of happiness in this card. And even though he's just a snowman, he can't move because he's just made of snow, wood, and a carrot. It looks like there is life, like there's a being. And even though this being is frozen in time and space, it is still happy and alive. And there is no feeling of powerlessness here. The bottom of the deck we have resistance, relief, and good. And I feel like this is a very good sign. Like literally there will be some kind of relief to some kind of resistance that you have been feeling for a very long time. If you have experienced some kind of trauma or, you know, something that is very sensitive within you and feels easily attacked, not always in a bad and egoic way, or something that made you easily get scared, there will be some healing regarding that here. Some relief at least. So that your buttons cannot be pushed so fast anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some sarcastic animal messages for you as well. Fly, life is short. Sounds like a depression, maybe with this burden card. I mean, it could represent someone's energy who has an addiction and it's becoming really threatening for their body. It could also be someone's energy, you know, maybe you have been longing to find some meaning in your life for a long time and you felt like, okay, you're being born, you're getting old, you're getting sick, and then you die. What is all this about? You know, this kind of stuff, this kind of energy. It also radiates some kind of ease, like taking it easy. Yeah, that's how it is. I have accepted it and I'm getting along with that fact that life is short. Also this kind of attitude, life is short, so I'm not gonna deal with this person here anymore because it's a waste of time. And I'm gonna look for friends who are a little bit more mature and who also reflect on life and think about stuff and who are not entirely superficial. Then we have the wild boar, try me. So this could also be your new attitude here. If something, you know, made you feel insecure a lot, like there could be a heavy change in that. Then we have the cat, I only do what I want. So yeah, it could be that you become a little bit petulant for a good reason. I mean, if this person behaved in this way for several years towards you, and you finally reach that point within yourself to end this friendship or relationship, this could be your new attitude towards anyone who remembers you of this, or who reminds you of this person. That you will become like the wild boar, the cat, and the fly. Like, no, my life is too short. I will not deal with such superficial garbage. If you want to project your own garbage onto me, try me. I'm gonna show you how that will work out. And even if people try to bring you in some kind of powerless situation, freeze you on the spot, you will not let them dominate you emotionally and mentally. You will only do what you want, like the cat. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.